Comedian Darnell Mitchell presents The Four Horsemen of Comedy, featuring all the way from Detroit, comedians Gemini and Mo Easy, plus Rob Allen of Comic View and one of Ohio's top comedians, Big Chev. That's The Four Horsemen of Comedy, Memorial Day weekend, Sunday, May the 29th at the Bistro. That's 1914 Buckholzer Boulevard, Akron, Ohio. Remember, doors open at 6, show starts at 7. The Four Horsemen of Comedy.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It is your girl, Shar Johnson, with your celebrity news break. Hey, Brother Hiram, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, man, I'm all right. Pretty fit for a square. What's going on?
Well, I'm bringing some sunshine to the timeline, but do you have some sponsors for this podcast?
Well, listen, man, real quick, man, I want to give a shout out to my man, comedian Darnell Mitchell. He's bringing to Akron, Ohio, the Four Horsemen of Comedy. I'm going to say that again. The Four Horsemen of Comedy. This sponsored podcast is brought to you by, see how I'm doing it, the Four Horsemen of Comedy. That's right. It's going to be Memorial Day weekend, Sunday, May the 29th at the Bistro. That's 1914 Buckholzer Boulevard, Akron, Ohio. Doors is going to open at 6. Show starts at 7. Check out the ads to get the pricing. What are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about Mr. Kevin Samuels.
Oh, man. Rest in peace, brother. Go ahead, let's read.
Kevin Samuels, a YouTuber who became known for his controversial relationship advice, has died. His mother confirmed to NBC News. Rumors of his death first circulated on social media Thursday night. His mother, Beverly Samuels Birch, declined to release details about what happened. She said she learned of her son's death from social media. That was a terrible thing for social media to put that out. I didn't even know. I hadn't even been notified, she said in a phone call on Friday. All I'm doing is requesting that people pray for us. The Atlanta Police Department said officers were called to an apartment on East Paces Ferry Road, Northeast, on Thursday morning regarding a person injured. By the time police arrived, first responders were performing CPR on an unresponsive man later identified as Samuels. A woman in the apartment told officers that Samuels had complained about chest pain and that she attempted to help him, but he failed. The police report states. The woman called 911. Samuel was taken to Piedmont Hospital, police said. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office said in a press release that it performed an autopsy and the cause and manner of death are pending. The office listed Samuel's age as 53.
Wow, man, listen. First off, I want to clear up the air a couple of things, man. Now, myself, like everyone else, when we got when we first heard the news, we didn't believe it. You know, I didn't believe it. I listened to about 6 different podcasts the night of Thursday night, rather, and just tripping on how many people was having something to say. A lot of people had something to say, but they did say, they put the disclaimer out there. If it is true, I feel this way, or if it's not. But this was Thursday. People was talking about it all through the streets on the YouTube, okay? But I decided to wait, you know what I'm saying, because I wanted to make sure before we report it here in Akron, Ohio, and me to expound on what I was thinking. Now, I done listened to, again, about 6 people that night. And then last night, I've heard multiple people then. Just to hear what they were saying, knowing that it was factual, that his mother came out and put the stamp on that thing about that the brother has transcended to the ancestral realm, okay? So I noticed a lot of people is taking his time to debate his subject matter, his topics about the man-woman dynamic. And it's crazy. A lot of the platforms were celebrating this man's life and his work, okay? The sad part about it is a lot of people were celebrating our brother's demise, his death, Okay, that was kind of crazy. And I understand why some people will think it's a good thing because he was putting people on full blast about what they were doing and stuff like that and what we need to do. So I understand if people don't want that type of heat. So I can understand in their I ain't even gonna say ignorant because they knew what they were doing, but in their non-classy way to make comments like that is crazy. So anyway, I got a list of some things that I noticed of everybody that has something to say. The first thing is, I don't think a lot of people really listen to the brother. I mean, now there's a huge difference between listening to Kevin Samuels' conversation, a video clip out of a conversation. It's totally different than to hear that thing, hear one or two of those things, than comparing it to a whole damn broadcast, 2-hour broadcast, hour and a half broadcast. Okay, because if you're just listening by way of Instagram, Facebooklet and stuff like that, if you just listen even on YouTube to those little quick 30-minute conversations or those 25-minute conversations, you're not going to get the full gist of what this brother was about, right? So keep that in mind, because I heard a lot of people literally talking about what they thought they knew and they was misinformed. Like one guy was saying that they thought, he was trying to give Kevin some props. He was like, I like what he was saying. A lot of that stuff that he need to say it to kids, like girls coming straight out of school. And I was like, man, he kept saying it over and over that he need to say this stuff out of, he need to keep saying it over and over that Kevin Samuel need to be directing this stuff to the girls coming out of school. And I said, this guy ain't never really listened to the brother because that's what he's doing. Okay? Let me give you an example. One thing he says this over and over, or he said this over and over, Kevin Samuels, he said that he don't understand how our sisters are so focused on their degrees and on their getting their degrees and getting their money together. They go to school now, okay, and they concentrate, which is a good thing. He said he don't understand why they don't do like the Eurocentric counterparts. What do I mean by that, Brother Hiram? He said that the European counterpart or the white counterpart that's in school with them, okay, with the Nubian queens, okay, he said, unlike the sisters, the European counterparts are literally dating the would-be lawyer, dating the would-be football player, dating the would-be doctor. And sometime during that school, they can get married. So what happens, what we do, this is what Kevin Samuels says, our sisters go on school break, on summer break, and come back and continue. They go on school break or summer break, go and get married, okay? So yes, one of his things he used to say all the time, you can work on your money, but you also need to work on your life with someone. Don't wait until you 35, 36, you know what I'm saying, and try to make it happen. This is what he was saying. That's good knowledge though. Mind your business, but be comfortable. Mind your money business, but be comfortable when it comes to dating. For some reason, he always say that. That's how come other people or other cultures are successful because those two units or those unions are combined. But that's what he say to young girls. And then he also say to young girls, man, he say so much. It's ridiculous. I don't think people really be listening. Okay, not to be confused with the rating, because he do rate. Okay, and he rate them hard too. But the grand scheme of why he's rating is simple. He's rating to keep these people realistic. He's telling you what a man would like, i.e. him or the people that he consults. Okay? They telling you, the sisters calling on their own free will, asking him, well, how do you rate me? That's not disrespectful. If you call in and you want to know how you look according to his paradigm, that's not disrespectful. I don't know why people think that's disrespectful. These sisters are calling on their own. They can call anywhere and they want to, but they decided to call this brother to get some of that Kevin Samuel style knowledge and everything, right? So, and then another thing that really kills me is that I think that sisters need to know is this brother was a Christian couples coach. Okay, a Christian couples coach. That means he got his theology out of the Bible. What does the Bible say? It says the man is the head of the household. Not second in the household. Your Bible say the man is the head of the household. So when he talks like that, he talks into some people who may go to church or may have that understanding on what it is, but to practice that understanding is a different thing. I can tell. because they try to talk over him on his own show. He let you know, I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. Okay, and keep in mind, he at home. Kevin Samuel is at home on that computer. He's not gonna let nobody come in his house and bully him on his own show or in his own dang living room. But at the end of the day, man, this brother had a lot of stuff to say, and he was controversial with it, because the controversy is a lot of people didn't talk like that. Now, I did see him cut some people out. I did see him get flustered. I seen all of those things, but not to be confused with his main mission. His main mission was to elevate. That's it. Elevate the brothers. He used to help the brothers first. He was getting on the brothers first 3 years. Okay, before he even started talking about the chicks, talking to the queens, talking to the sisters. Okay, so what do he bring to the table in closing? Kevin Samuels, he brought in the table. Hey man, you got to stay groomed, bruh. Be groomed. Okay, hey, you got to smell good, man. This is what he's talking to dudes now. He's trying to show you to step your game up, stay classy, not trashy. This is what he was saying. Get and be neat about it and get your money up. If you want that goddess, you got to be able to take care of that goddess. That's what he's saying. In elementary terms, that's what he's saying. If you want a nice chick, you gotta have the things in order to maintain that chick. That means you gotta have your money up. I hate to say it, but that's what he said, right? And then the sisters, he said a lot of stuff. Okay, a lot of stuff he said, people just don't like to hear it. But and this is what he say all the time. These ladies out here, sometimes they have kids, okay, coming to the dance with kids, okay? And at the end of the day, the ladies on the show be saying, or the call-ins, they say, I'm looking for a man that's honest, that's loyal. I need him to be loyal. I need him to be funny. I also need to have him to have money and everything. Kevin Samuel cut to the chase. He says, you also need him to be a stepdaddy. That's what he's saying. You coming to the dance and this man got to be a stepdaddy. That's what he's saying, and people didn't like that. But at the end of the day, one of the things he said was, in those particular situations was, how come you didn't work it out with the baby's daddy? And then when you hear those conversations and what these ladies are saying, most of them got a divorce on their own, separated from that baby daddy on their own for multiple reasons. Okay, multiple reasons. And when you hear this brother logic on what he was saying, or his the way he theorized what that woman should do with those babies, and how she need to take care of those babies with a man's help. He just simply say, keep the father in the baby's life. Man, listen, I can go on and on. Y'all can check out Kevin Samuels. Y'all already know what he's like and everything. I just want to put some clarity on it, on what it is. He's not just bashing chicks. That's not what he's doing. They call him. He's rating them based on his paradigm. That's not bashing. Okay? He tells sisters to get healthy. He tells brothers to get their money up. He tells them to stay groomed. He show them how to help. At the beginning of every show, he show them what cologne to get. Listen, man, I can go on all day and day about this situation, man. But instead, I'm going to leave it right here. Kevin Samuels I thought he was dope. I thought he was real dope, man. And I just want to give a shout out to him. Our condolences is with his family, his mother. Sad way she had to find that out on social media. But like I say, in the meantime, in between time, we want to tell everybody, we out.